Welcome Rapids fans, welcome Everest fans. You're looking live at the DC Everest Fieldhouse where it's the boys basketball regular season finale tonight, DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids. Hello everybody, I'm Chris Conley. Pregame is brought to you by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. The result of tonight's game will have an impact on the standings. The Evergreens are in 5th place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Rapids would tie them with a win. The Evergreens would have 5th all to themselves with a victory tonight. And the Evergreens are looking to split their season series with Rapids. When they met down at the Rapids Fieldhouse, the Red Raiders came away with a 61-52 victory. So they'll play for a season sweep against DC Everest. Now, both of these teams already have their playoff assignments. Rapids must be scratching their head a little bit. Rapids is a 16 seed, and they've got a head-to-head win against the Evergreens, who were seeded 10th. I think, and again, the computer's a little box of mystery, so I get that, and the computer does the seeding now. Rapids plays a lot of Division II schools in their non-conference schedule, and I don't think the computer counts those games as much. So Rapids will be in the state playoffs on Tuesday. They'll have what amounts to a play-in game against 17th-ranked Chippewa Falls. I got to figure that Rapids will be favored in that game. Chippewa Falls has not been very good this season. The winner advances to a Friday night matchup on the road against Spash, and either Chi-High or Wisconsin Rapids would be underdogs in that game. The Evergreens have an interesting draw. They will have 8 days off after today's game before they travel all the way to western Wisconsin to play Hudson. Hudson's a 7 seed. Hudson was the team that eliminated Everest from the playoffs last year, but Hudson's graduated some of their best players. They're not as experienced this year, and the Evergreens could be going into that game, depending on what happens tonight, on a 5-game winning streak with a lot of time in the gym to get ready for that playoff basketball game. So Everest and Hudson, will the Evergreens be favored in that one? No, they won't, but it's not an impossible dream game. That's a game where the Evergreens could surprise. We'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for this boys basketball regular season finale when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
I'm Karen from the Hearing House. Ignoring hearing loss can have many negative effects on your body and your life. Even if you don't realize it, it can affect your mind, your relationships, the way you feel, the way you act, your activities. Hearing loss is so much more than not hearing what people are saying. That's why at the Hearing House we're so passionate about what we do, because we see the changes in people's lives.
So call us if you're ready to find out if we can help you.
Make your house a hearing house.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Chris Conley here, getting ready for Wisconsin Rapids and DC Everest boys basketball. There are a couple of other Wisconsin Valley Conference games that are going to shape the standings on this final night of the season. Marshfield is going for a perfect season, 12-0 in Valley Conference play. They're playing at Merrill tonight. We don't have Zaleski Sports crews at that game. The 2nd and 3rd place teams are playing tonight, Spash and Wausau East. That is a Zaleski Sports game. The winner of that game will finish in 2nd place, and the loser falls back to 3rd, so that'll be an intriguing game tonight. And these Evergreens have a win over Wausau East from earlier in the year and fell to the Lumberjacks in their second meeting on a last-second buzzer-beating three-pointer. So I understand if you're flipping back and forth between Lumberjacks and Panthers and Red Raiders and Evergreens. We're glad for whatever time you spend with us. Basketball tonight is brought to you by Backey's Family Chiropractic in Schofield. Personalized chiropractic care in a family-oriented atmosphere. They'll help any age payments from just a few days old to moms and dads trying to keep up with the kids. No matter what issue your body is battling from migraines to anxiety, stress, or a wide variety of youth issues, let Backey's Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. Backey's, welcome to our family of Zaleski sports sponsors. Thank you for making these high school broadcasts possible. Evergreens line up across their foul line, Rapids in front of their bench. As we will go down to courtside, we'll get our sportsmanship announcement. And then the student musicians of the Everest Pep Band for a final time this year will give us the national anthem. Evergreens in the home white, green numerals and green lettering. Wisconsin Rapids in the road red with white numerals and white trim. All right, Pep Band seniors, no sour notes tonight. Last Star-Spangled Banner at the Fieldhouse for our senior student musicians on the direction of Joe Finnegan. You know, not to rush past the end of the basketball season, but driving into DC Everest today, you go past Simon Field, the Evergreens baseball complex. There is not a bit of snow on the field there. You could almost get ready for baseball and softball. Certainly at the beautiful Rapids baseball and softball complex, you could be playing today. Here's the Rapids starting five. Sean Ronius is a junior. Brody Gilbertson's a sophomore. Then senior Trayton Clary, Keaton Broren, who's also a senior, and Jordan Zelgadowski, a junior. For the Evergreens, they only have two seniors on their roster, Colin Ebersold and A.J. Reynolds. The last game, last Friday against Merrill, was senior night. Colin Ebersold will start. There's Xavier Edwards, who put up a flashy 28 when last seen. Cade Felch, Cohen Preby, and Casey Studeman to wrap out the five for the Evergreens. Casey will be easy to follow tonight. He'll be wearing the white sweatband. The Hearing House provides personalized hearing health care from 5 convenient locations throughout central Wisconsin. Give Karen or Todd a call and schedule an appointment. Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Neelsville, or Marshfield. Make your house a hearing house. And Nicolay Bank offering personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, or Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Casey Studeman will jump against Caden Clary. That's a junior for Everest and a senior for Rapids. Whistle sounds, regular season wraps up tonight, and we're underway. Evergreens will have the first possession. Here's Cohen Preby to the front court. Zelgadowski guarding him, man-to-man defense. Xavier Edwards, who plays a different role in the Evergreens offense from when these teams met the first time. Here's Preby with a first touch. Looks like Rapids has the memo because they are guarding Xavier Edwards much closer. Brody Gilbertson came out. In the lane, leaning in, Studeman with a friendly roll, and the Evergreens draw first blood. Everest also matches up man-to-man. Rapids on the perimeter. 3 ball coming from Gilbertson. It's good. So Rapids hits from the outside. We've got our first lead change of the night. 3-2. Xavier Edwards cut off on the baseline, goes back out. Felch clear out, fading backwards, short. Boy, Felch doesn't miss that badly often. Lands into the hands of Clary. Rapids to the front court with a 1-point lead. Off a screen, Ronius was open, decided not to take it, drove in and almost lost the handle. Zelagowski back out. 3 ball back-to-back hits for Brody Gilbertson. So Gilbertson opens hot, and it's 6-2 Rapids. Next Step Prosthetics brings you today's game, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. Contact Next Step Prosthetics today. Studeman on the wing with his dribble. Preby was thinking about that 3, then the defender closed in on him. Xavier Edwards was played a little soft, slips his defender, but now is double-teamed. Extra pass, Studeman in the lane, hangs and scores. Casey Studeman's got 4 for the Evergreens. Gilbertson's got 6 for Rapids. So all the scoring from 2 players here in the early going. We're 2 minutes in. Another 3 ball, and that's good again. Brody Gilbertson has a quick 9. 1, 2, 3 from behind the arc. 9-4. Gonna have to guard him closer. Or bet that he'll cool off. Driving in, got a foul on Xavier Edwards. This will be non-shooting. Evergreens will inbound underneath. Zachary Jones comes in. And Colin Ebersold is out. The foul is on Brody Gilbertson. His first. Evergreens inbound. Xavier Edwards, foul line extended. Double teams, spins, hangs, and does not get the roll that time. Boy, he got every roll last Friday against Merrill. Cleary got the rebound for the Red Raiders. Yeah, the Evergreens put Zachary Jones now on Gilbertson, and there's a miss from the corner. Evergreens get the rebound on Zelgadowski's miss. Studeman almost ran into his own man. Sets a screen for Preby. A lot of contact, no whistle. They're going to say it was clean up top. Rapids in transition. Got a foul? Nope, got a travel. Red Raiders have turned it over for the first time tonight. Evergreens are putting in Vander Truax, and out comes Cohen Preby for a moment. So Truax and Studeman both on the floor. This is a bigger look for the Evergreens. A little more height in here. Studeman spins down low, went off of Truax, and the Evergreens have turned it over. Thinking about that 3 was Gilbertson. They came out to guard him along the baseline, fading away. It's good. Rapids has opened up hot from the floor. Trayton Cleary gets the basket. 11-4, Rapids. Evergreens played from behind when these teams met earlier. Truax has a touch. Xavier Edwards, 3 ball off the back rim, no good. Rebound to Sean Ronius. And Rapids with a chance to stretch out this lead a little more. Wow, thinking about that super long three was Gilbertson, and he takes it. It's one step behind the arc's a little too long. Felch got the rebound. Here's Xavier Edwards. Along the baseline, Truax is cut off, makes an extra pass to Studeman. He's underneath the cylinder, spins in, partially blocked. Studeman with his hands out looking for a whistle that did not come. Letting him play. Zelgadowski along the baseline. That's off one of the Everest defenders. It'll stay with Rapids. Let's get Rapids just off to a better start right here. And they'll inbound underneath. On a quick release, that's short for Ronius. Studeman with the rebound for the Evergreens. Studeman brings it into the front court himself. Still has his dribble, gets his man up in the air. He's fouled. 2 free throws are coming up for Casey Studeman. We go to the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Keaton Broren is called for the foul, his first, team second. Studeman's free throw is rounding out, no good. One more coming. Casey missed them both. So we stay at 11-4. While Rapids had Boren all alone on the near side, couldn't find him. Would have popped that three if the ball came to him. 3 ball here, high, arcing, no good. Bad miss by Ronius. Xavier Edwards gets the rebound. Edwards quickly to the front court. Cade Felch pops the 3, round and out. So the Evergreens open cold. Long pass, stolen back by the Evergreens. Felch, spin move, and now goes back out to Xavier Edwards. Edwards looks to drive in. Draws the double team. Makes an extra pass to Truax. He's probably got to get out of the lane. Truax had it stripped. That offensive set didn't look too good for the Evergreens. Cohen Preby for the Evergreens, one of their leading scorers, been on the bench for a long time. Here's another 3. Rapids is now cooled off. Cleary misses and out of bounds along the baseline to the Evergreens. As if I've got the mind meld going with Coach Oliver Drake, Preby comes right back in. Xavier Edwards, who's been bottled up so far, will sit. Six minutes in, and the Evergreens have only 4 on the scoreboard. Studeman got his man up. Studeman misses at the rim. Studeman usually, when he throws that shoulder fake, he's good from the floor. Left that one short. Evergreens have opened up cold and have not helped their cause either because they've done nothing on the offensive boards. 3 balls, a miss from Boren. Evergreens have it in transition. Preby, 3 ball, short again. Preby follows his own miss, gets to the rim and misses again. Truax tries to keep this alive. Rapids has it. And Rapids is calling an early timeout. Evergreens are cold. They trail 11-4 on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on the journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back to the Everest Fieldhouse. Rapids came out with 1, 2, 3 threes from Brody Gilbertson, but they've been cold since then. In fact, both of these teams have been kind of out of sorts in the offensive end. Rapids has the ball out of the timeout, leading by 7. Along the baseline, extra pass, back out. Open for a three, but not popping is Ronius. Ronius drives in, tough look, misses. Got a loose ball foul here. This whistle comes as generally they've been letting them battle for rebounds. A foul on the Evergreens. Zachary Jones picks up his first. It's the team's first. And they're going to say that was in a putback attempt. So Jordan Zeligowski gets 2 free throws, the first of which he promptly misses. And we've been at 11-4 in this game for a while. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play across central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski. They'll make you feel right at home. Online at scswiderski.com for more. Zeligowski, the junior, hit 1 of 2. Rapids pushes the lead up to 8. Evergreens have missed their last 3 shots from the floor. Studeman back out. Zachary Jones comes in. He's cut off just outside the lane. Goes back out. Foul line extended. Studeman got his man in. He drives in and scores and will get to the free throw line. Studeman gets his 5th and 6th points and will get a chance for a 3-point play at the foul line. He'll go to the Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro free throw line, called Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Trayton Clary committed the foul, his first, team's 3rd, and Studeman is 0 for 3 from the foul line tonight. With his dribble, Ronius. Over to the wing, they're guarding Gilbertson much closer, and he turns it over. A 3rd turnover for Rapids. Evergreens in transition. Preby along the baseline, he's fouled. Cohen Preby, one of the best free throw shooters in the conference, goes to the foul line. He heads back to the Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro free throw line. Called Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Keaton Boren picks up his 2nd. Jarrett Zeligowski comes in. 1 out of 2 from the foul line for the Evergreens' Cohen Preby. Cross court, now a little gun shy is Gilbertson, who was hot earlier. Gilbertson drives in and misses. Defense there by Studeman, rebound to Preby. Open for a 3, Cade Felch, short. And again, just no offensive rebounds in this game for Everest. Truax looks like he mistimed his lead there. Coming in, bumped, going back out. Rapids will reset. Ronius spins, traveled. Rapids was looking for a foul on a bump, but you know what? He ran into Felch, who had good position there. Felch will come out. Xavier Edwards back in for the Evergreens. This is yet to be heard from in tonight's game. He will be. Rapids by 5. Everest with the ball and a chance to cut in. Here's Studeman, who's been big in the first half. Spin move to the corner. Zachary Jones. Playing Xavier Edwards soft. Studeman back out. Baseline 3 for Zachary Jones, short. No threes for the Evergreens. There's an offensive rebound. Xavier Edwards tracked it down in the corner. Preby's got it on the other side. Goes back out. Zachary Jones was played soft, but he doesn't take that shot for a 2nd time in a row. Studeman in, double team, makes an extra pass. Cross court, thrown away. Too tall for Zachary Jones. Evergreens will put Colin Ebersol back in. Zachary Jones comes out. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, 100% employee owned. Rapids, since the trade-in Clary basket, has not scored from the floor. They haven't scored from the floor in 5 minutes. Their only points, one free throw. Looking to drive in, blocked by Studeman. Studeman strips Ronius. Back to Studeman. Spins, got his man up in the air, leans left, it's short. Studeman gets his own rebound, back out. So the Evergreens doing a better job on the boards. And now we're going to have a reach-in foul on Brody Gilbertson. Gilbertson's just picked up his second. Team's fifth. Again, Gilbertson was a man on fire in the early stages of the game. He's cooled off since then. Trayton Clary comes out for Rapids. All the way up high to Xavier Edwards, who is open for the three, doesn't take it. Xavier Edwards has it back. Here's Studeman. Under 8 to play in the first half. Studeman to Truax along the baseline. Almost lost the handle. Got it back. Evergreens reset. Preby's got it. Preby along the baseline. Stops on a dime. Draws that double team. Goes back out. Studeman drives in. He traveled. Cade Felch will come back in for the Evergreens. The Evergreens just trying to find the right combination of players to get this offense going. Truax out, Felch is in. And yet with the Everest offense just looking so sluggish, Rapids has not been able to build a lead either. Ronius thought about that three from straight on, decided not. Stolen here, that's a bad pass. Here comes Studeman, who misses at the rim, gets his own rebound, and Studeman scores. He's got 8 of the Evergreens' 9. Under 7 to go first half. A grinder so far tonight. Austin Tisland is number 10. He's in the corner. He's come in for Rapids. Rapids not a very deep bench. Long three for Gilbertson, round and out. He's missed his last three. Ebersold gets the rebound ahead to Cade Felch. Felch on the wing. Xavier Edwards goes back out. Felch thought about it from the baseline, drives in. Evergreen's not sure who's going to shoot here. Xavier Edwards reached in from behind. That's a late foul. And that's going to be a third on Brody Gilbertson. Gilbertson reached up for his head like that's on me because it was kind of a late whistle, and it is. So Brody Gilbertson's time on the court's going to be shaped by that third foul. Team 6th. So the Evergreens are in the bonus for the next 6:17 of the first half. This one is non-shooting. Studeman goes out for a quick breather. Up high to Truax on the inbounds. Quick pop, Preby, 3-ball, round and out. Offensive rebound, Felch. Yeah, the Evergreens have been doing a better job on the offensive boards. Truax daring him to shoot from out there. He doesn't. Here's Ebersold with his dribble. To Xavier Edwards along the baseline. High dribble there, cut off. Felch is guarded closely. Evergreens no threes so far in the first half. Rapids has 3. Xavier Edwards looks to drive into the corner. Pass a little slow getting to Felch. That hit him in the chest. He'd have popped that 3 right away. Long drawn-out possession for Everest. Preby looks to drive in. He's cut off on low blocks. Back out to Xavier Edwards. X gets it back. Splits defenders. He's cut off. Fading backwards off the back rim. Tough shot. Xavier Edwards had a defender body him up. 3-point game. Again, Rapids could not be colder in the offensive end. Here's a 3-ball off the back bracket. Tisland misses. Ebersold gets the rebound. A three could tie it for the Evergreens or get within one. Back out, Xavier Edwards. Edwards, 28 last seen. There's a nice pass. Moving without the ball. Ebersold is fed by Felch. It's a 1-point game. Will either of these teams get to 20 by halftime? Maybe not. Rapids keeps this on the perimeter. Long three. That looks like it slipped out of Ronius' hand. Xavier Edwards gets it. Bad miss. Evergreens looking to take their first lead. Three ball high. Arcing. Good! Xavier Edwards. Beg your pardon. The Evergreens had a 2-0 lead on the first possession of the game. Now they've got the lead back, 14-12. So the Evergreens have dug out of an 8-point hole in a low-scoring game. See if Rapids has an answer. There's a reach-in on Cade Felch, and he knew it. Playing defense with his hands, not his feet. His first, team's second. Studeman comes back in for the Evergreens. Jarrett Zeligowski comes out for Rapids. Rapids inbounds in front of the Everest bench. Ronius has Preby playing him soft defensively. To the wing along the baseline, back out. Rapids drives in, back out for a three, no good. A lot of contact on the rebound. Tracked down in the corner by Studeman. Quickly ahead to Felch, to the rim, scores. Evergreens build their lead. Does Rapids want a timeout here? They now trail 16-12. Coming down to the 3-minute mark in the first half. Like there's a lid on it in the offensive end for Rapids. Double teamed along the baseline, back out. Thinking about that three is Tisland. He's gun shy. Yeah, Rapids hasn't scored from the floor in 8 minutes now. Long three, that's no good. Boren misses off the back of the rim. Evergreens 3-on-2 if they want to push. Instead, they'll play this as a half-court set. Here's Studeman, big first half. Picks up his dribble, goes back out. Xavier Edwards. Felch, three ball, good. Evergreens are heating up, 19-12. Felch now has 5. And Rapids beat Everest over at their place earlier in the year. Evergreens looking for a season split. Three ball here. That's good. Boy, Rapids needed that. Austin Tisland hits. Rapids' 4th 3 of the first half. Xavier Edwards drives in. He's fouled. This is going to be a 1-and-1. Sean Ronius called for the foul. 1-and-1 coming up here. Line drive, no good. What's going on here? The Evergreens are usually a good free throw shooting team. They are 1 of 6 in the first half at the line. Three ball straight on. That's a miss. Loose in the corner, tracked down by the Evergreens. Ebersol got that over to Felch. And that is off the foot of Cade Felch and turned over. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, 100% employee owned. As we come down the stretch of the first half, let's thank our game day sponsors, Era Pancakes and the Jamie Schley American Family Insurance Agency. Is Rapids going to pull this out? There's a minute left in the first half. This is a long time to hold the ball in high school basketball. Rapids keeps it way out between the circles. Spin move, Ranius missed, came in too hot. Studeman gets the rebound. Evergreens are in regular offense. Felch open for a three, bingo. So the Evergreens will get 20 in the first half. Rapids probably not. You know, a 7-point lead just seems huge when your opponent has only 15 on the scoreboard. Rapids will try again to hold for a final shot. 20 seconds till halftime. Almost go time for Rapids. 10 seconds left. Ronius is on the wing. Preby out to guard him. Down to 5, 4, 3. Cross court, it's knocked away. This would count if it goes, and it's off the backboard. So Rapids twice wanted to hold for a final shot and didn't get a look at the rim either time. That's kind of strange strategy. 22-15 at halftime. Basketball is brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Loans and leases, crop insurance, tax and records, they have you covered. Ag Country, Wausau, Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Medford. Coming up, we'll get to our first half leading scorers in this low-scoring first half, with the Evergreens leading by 7. Halftime is brought to you by Greenheck Group, the global leader creating air movement and control equipment. Greenheck is one of Wausau's largest employers, the perfect place for the next step in your career. See if Greenheck Group is right for you. Visit greenheck.com. That's greenheck.com. Everest by 7 at halftime on Zaleski Sports.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
I think there are a lot of benefits to schooling our children from home. We get to spend a lot of time with them, and there are eureka moments like seeing them walk for the first time, or they figure something out and they're so excited about it.
The RVA really does work with each family to individualize each child's education to help them really succeed.
This is like the best thing in Wisconsin in terms of school.
For us, the RVA was our first and best choice of schools to choose.
We love the RVA.
For me, for Greenheck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Greenheck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here. I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. Our future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Hi, my name is Preston. I have the Abbey Bank Bright Future checking account for kids and teens. I really like the mobile wallet feature. I just tap my phone to pay for snacks or anything at a store. I get my own debit card that my mom can transfer money into. She can also turn my card on or off if I misplace it. Plus, Abbey Bank gave me a bonus after I made my first deposit. Mom, if you're listening, send more money, please.
Visit us online at abbeybank.com to learn more. Abbey Bank is a member FDIC.
Welcome back. It is halftime at our boys basketball game. The Everest dance teams will be entertaining in just a moment. First, the DC Everest boys swimming team being introduced, Valley Conference champions and very well represented at state this year. So congratulations to the Everest boys swimming team getting a salute in front of the crowd tonight on the final home basketball game of the season. I'm Chris Conley. Here are the first half leading scorers. Brody Gilbertson hit a quick three, and he leads all scorers with 9, had 3 threes in the first half. It's thin for Rapids after that. Austin Tisland hit a 4th three for Rapids. He's got 3. Trayton Clary has 2, and Jordan Zeligowski has 1 for 2 from the foul line. Rapids turned it over 7 times in the first half. They're 1 for 2 on their free throws. Evergreens have 8 from Casey Studeman and 8 from Cade Felch. Felch has 2 threes in the first half. Xavier Edwards with 3, Colin Ebersol with 2, and Cohen Preby 1 for 2 from the foul line. The Evergreens 1 of 6 as a team from the foul line. They turned the ball over 5 times and hit 3 threes in the first half. Again, Rapids with a win would move into a tie for 5th place in the Valley Conference, a tie with the Evergreens. Everest would have 5th place all to themselves with a win tonight. The other Valley Conference boys basketball games have some intrigue. Marshfield is playing against Merrill, and they're going for a perfect season, 12-0 in Valley Conference play. Marshfield back-to-back Wisconsin Valley Conference boys champions. The battle for 2nd place is being determined tonight. It'll be either Spash or Wausau East. And I see that late in the first half, Spash has a 19-4 lead playing at home. Thank you for the help there. That game is also on Zaleski Sports. Teams will be back out for the second half shoot-around, and we'll get our second half underway when we come right back. Evergreens trail by as many as 8, and at halftime find themselves up by 7. Everest and Rapids when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
It's simple, but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
Welcome to J&D Tube Benders. Here at J&D, we strive to meet our customers' requirements and expectations. We pursue this goal through the effort of our dedicated employees by continually improving in the areas of customer service, quality, and productivity. We pride ourselves on not only being a pillar of the manufacturing industry, but a family to our employees. J&D Tube Benders, the fastest name in tube line fabrication.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at WIAA GMC, and going on now through the end of the month, 2.9% for 72 months on all Silverado half-ton, both 23 and 24 model. 2.9 for 72 months, you heard it. Stop on in and talk to a sales consultant today.
Halftime as the dance teams entertain. It's a Hawaiian theme tonight, and why not? I mean, it felt like spring all day, right? It's going to be a little more seasonal tonight. I see we've got a chance of flurries around some parts of central Wisconsin. We'll go down to the 20s. And tomorrow only in the 30s. But you know what? Next week, right back into the 50s. Like the baseball season feels like it's going to start on time around here. And I know here at Zaleski Sports, we're planning on a big spring of high school baseball and softball. Looking forward to bringing it to you. Here at halftime of our boys basketball regular season finale, DC Everest 22, Wisconsin Rapids 15. Again, Rapids could not have been colder from the floor down the stretch of the first half. I think Rapids had to weather a 1 for 12 shooting dry spell from the floor. Yeah, Rapids went the final 10 minutes of the first half and put up only 3 points. A drive to the basket, 2, and a free throw. So Rapids got to try and get the offense back on track. Rapids will get the ball first to start the second half. Foundation Finance says now's your chance to work with a company that really understands growth. Foundation Finance Company has grown every year since they started in 2012. Make the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits that start from day one with Foundation Finance. Boys basketball playoffs start next week. Rapids is in action Tuesday against Chippewa Falls. Evergreens don't play again until next Friday, so 8 days off after today before they travel to Hudson. Rapids is a 16 seed, so they get the 17 seed Chippewa Falls in that opening round. Evergreens go in as a number 10, and they'll take on number 7 Hudson. Teams are back out. Second half will be underway when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
I know that I can handle schooling my children because RVA provides the tools that I need. The RVA has adjusted curriculum by placing children right where their learning is. That's the number one goal, is to make sure that your children are learning, and so you don't move on if they haven't grasped the concept. You stop, pause, and you make sure that you grasp that before you move on. The RVA will work with your child's needs and will provide the support and the attention that your child not only needs but deserves.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Clearly changing sides and going down towards the other basket will help Wisconsin Rapids, right? It's got to be something. Basketball tonight brought to you by Elite Auto Care. It's where Schofield, Weston, and Wausau turn for local family-owned auto service you can trust. Major and minor repairs, foreign and domestic vehicles. Look to Elite Auto Care, Schofield Avenue in Schofield. Evergreens are a little late coming out of the huddle. Again, Rapids came out and hit 1-2-3-3 from Brody Gilbertson, but he's been cold since then. Brody's missed his last 4 shots since hitting his first 3. Everest playing for a split against Rapids. The earlier meeting was 61-52 Red Raiders over at their place. Get 18 on the clock, and we're ready to go for the second half. Rapids with the ball and a 7-point hole. Sean Ronius got Priebe guarding him. Rapids would feel a lot better about things if they could get points on their first possession of the second half. Clear out there in a bump, almost thrown out of bounds. Now the second half opens with a turnover. And first player to double digits is Casey Studeman, who now has 10. Points in transition for the Evergreens, and now a 9-point lead, Everest's biggest of the night. Almost back-to-back turnovers. That's knocked out of bounds off the defender, Cade Felch. I don't know, when a team's just offensively out of sync, the opponent's got to smell blood in the water here. Evergreen should be looking to build this lead. On a clear out, Gilbertson goes to the rim, cannot get the roll. Gilbertson hot as could be earlier and cold now. Priebe to the rim, he's fouled and he scores. Yeah, the Evergreens come out putting some distance between themselves and Rapids. Now to the Serve Pro Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Trayton Clary picks up his second personal foul. And Cohen Priebe misses the three-point play opportunity. First time either of these teams has had a double-digit lead. Priebe is on Ronius. Here's a 3 from the other side. That one's good. Keaton Bortons. First points of the night. Rapids needed that. Trailed by 7 at halftime, trailed by 8 now. See if the Evergreens have an answer. Xavier Edwards is cut off, keeps his dribble, goes back out. Studeman, fancy between the legs, along the baseline in tight corners, blocked. Wow, that looked clean up high. They're going to say that Studeman was hit with the body. No continuation, so the basket does not count. Studeman's going to get 2 free throws. And Trayton Clary, who's just picked up 2 fouls in a matter of a minute, has picked up his 3rd for the game. Studeman's got 2 free throws in hand. First is good. Shooting from the Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro free throw line, the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Studeman 1 of 2, but the offensive rebound is tracked down on the corner by Xavier Edwards. And then a turnover. Long 3, too long, no good. Up goes Preby for the rebound off the Boren miss. Felch turns it over. All alone for a 3, round and out. Would not be more open for Boren, who made 1 and then missed his next 2. Studeman picks up his dribble, had it knocked away from behind. Turnovers are up for both teams here in the second half. Tight along the baseline, bad pass. You bet, turnovers are up. To Xavier Edwards to the rim, scores. Xavier Edwards now has 5, and we've got a timeout. Evergreens are up by 9 points. Beg your pardon, they're up by 11 when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Everest opens the second half on a 7-3 scoring run. They led 22-15 at halftime and lead 29-18 now. Rapids has the ball out of the timeout. I think Rapids has used only 6 players so far in this game. No, I beg your pardon, 7. Jarrett Zeligowski and Austin Tislin, only 2 players off the Rapids bench to come in. Hanging too strong is Jordan Zeligowski. Evergreens get the rebound. And Zeligowski's riding Preby up the court and gets called for the foul. Jordan's first, team's 3rd. Inbounded to Xavier Edwards in the backcourt. Bad pass, knocked loose. Evergreens save it to Rapids. Right in front of the Rapids bench. Zachary Jones comes in for the Evergreens. Colin Ebersol checks out. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. 3, high, arcing, round and out. Ronius misses. Studeman gets the rebound.
Xavier Edwards, no
one marked up on Xavier. Gets down low, that's blocked. That's a clean block by Gilbertson, who blocked it with 3 fouls. Ronius up high, and the alley-oop to Jordan Zeligowski. And a whistle sounds. What's this about? We're ready to go. Xavier goes out. Xavier Edwards may have been hurt on that last play. Xavier Edwards going to be checked out by the athletic trainer. Vander Truax is in. Studeman dribbles off his foot and saves it to Truax. Felch from the baseline has his dribble. Evergreens recount. Yeah, Xavier Edwards is behind the Everest bench trying to work off what looks like a twisted ankle. Evergreens with the ball and a 9-point lead. Studeman over the double team, too strong. Preby fights for the rebound, thought he was fouled, no whistle. And the Evergreens can't hold on to it. Rapids coming back, that's flung towards the basket by Traden Cleary. He's going to get to the free throw line. Foul is on Casey Studeman, his first. Team's first of the second half. In the act of shooting, Clary's got 2 free throws coming. Line drive, free throw is good. Missed that one. Studeman leads the team in rebounds tonight. Ahead to Preby, had his man fly past him, takes the 3, missed everything. Zachary Jones bails him out with a board underneath. Not sure you should call that a board. He didn't hit the board. Studeman was looking for Felch underneath, couldn't find him. Felch gets it back. Zachary Jones here. Picks up his dribble, gives it back out to Studeman, who directs a little traffic, sets a screen along the baseline. Truax, it's inside position. He's fouled, and he'll get to the free throw line. If Truax went up a little stronger, he'd be on the line looking to complete a 3-point play. Instead, we go to the Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro free throw line. Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro is the #1 choice for cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Traden Cleary on a team that's not deep has just picked up his 4th. Truax gets 1, 30-21. Cut off along the baseline, got a foul there. Zachary Jones has his hands up like it's on him. And it is. Zachary Jones has picked up his 2nd. It's the team's 2nd. Non-shooting, Rapids inbound underneath. All the way up high to Jordan Zeligowski. Ronius on the wing, decides to pop the 3, and it's good. Dared him to shoot, and he made him pay. First basket for Sean tonight. 6-point game now. Colin Ebersol will go back in on the next stoppage. Xavier Edwards seems to be in the trainer's locker room right now. Felch, 3-ball. Do the Evergreens have an answer? Nope, that's off. Truax was boxed out soundly by Austin Tisland, and Rapids gets that rebound. Rapids can inch within 4 or get to within 3 if they hit a 3. Ranius again, back-to-back, yes. 1 possession game now. See if the Evergreens have an answer with what's kind of a patchwork offense on the field right now. Studeman to Zachary Jones. It's turned over. Evergreens have 6 turnovers since halftime. Sam Dasso will come in for the Evergreens. Zachary Jones will come out. Preby is coming out too. Felch back in for Everest. Again, still no sign of Xavier Edwards, who's in the trainer's area, out of view right now. X looked like he twisted his ankle. A 3 would tie it. And Rapids looks like they're thinking from the outside for a tie game. Round and out. Ranius misses, got a loose ball foul. And it's on Rapids. So Rapids got a look to tie the game. Austin Tisland is called for his first personal foul. It's the team's 5th. And the Evergreens have to see if they can keep the offense going with some guys who normally wouldn't be on the floor at this stage of the game. In a one-possession game, Studeman has his dribble. Looks to back in, picks up his dribble. Truax, Dasso had that pass knocked away. It'll stay with the Evergreens. Great Lakes Cheese has joined the team at Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau. You'll work in a state-of-the-art facility, excellent benefits, pay, culture, and more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Great Lakes Cheese. Learn more at greatlakescheese.com. Studeman over at the baseline scores. Studeman's got a big 13 for the Evergreens. Back to a 2-possession game. Off the screen, another 3 balls coming round and out. Boren couldn't get that to fall, and he was open. Looked good out of his hands, too. Studeman coming back, and the Evergreens get points off a Rapids miss. Truax and now Ebersold. Dasso's got it. Dribbles along the baseline and then dribbled it off his foot. Another turnover for Everest. 3 balls, spot up. Didn't have his feet set, so that's not a good shot for Ronius. Dasso gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Under 11 minutes to play in the game. Everest had been leading by 11. Their lead now is 5. Studeman cut off in the paint, extra pass down low. Dasso's open for a 3, and it's short. He was open for it. Can't blame him for taking it. One and done trip down the floor. Nice move to the rim. Offensive foul? No, it's a basket and a foul for Brody Gilbertson. Xavier Edwards has just emerged from the trainer's area, but still looks kind of lame on that bad ankle. Vander Truax, the freshman, is called for the foul. Gilbertson just got his 10th and 11th points and goes to the free throw line to try and complete a 3-point play. Evergreens put Cohen Preby back in the game. Truax stays on the floor. Dasso is out. Round and out, no good. Felch gets the rebound for Everest. Here's Studeman. Off a screen set by Preby. Studeman leans in, got 2 players around him, gets up, and he'll get 2 free throws. Studeman, who's been challenged at the free throw line, he's only 1 of 6 from the foul line, has 2 in hand coming up here. To the Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro free throw line. Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro is the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Studeman's first free throw is good. Foul was on Jarrett Zelodowski, the sophomore, picks up his first. Evergreens go into the bonus from this point on for the final 10 minutes of the game. Studeman's got 15. And the Evergreens have a 5-point lead. Rapids took a 3 that would have tied it. It was no good. Ball's loose. Studeman's battling for it. This is a jump ball. It's going to go to the Evergreens. The Rural Virtual Academy is an online tuition-free public school serving students pre-K through high school in Wisconsin. The RVA strives to offer families the tools and resources needed to provide a strong academic foundation for each child with the flexibility to learn at their own pace. They even host hundreds of free events around the state to foster friendships among students. Learn more at ruralvirtual.com. Xavier Edwards is back in. He fed Studeman down low, so an assist for X. Studeman's got 17. Everest led by 7 at halftime, lead by 7 now. Well, now down to 4. Takes a haircut off the Sean Ranius hit. Sean's got 3 threes in the second half. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Everest by 4 with 9:10 to go in the game on Zaleski Sports.
It's simple but true. Time is money. At Sherrill Tire and Service, we have over 20 mobile service trucks to get you rolling and growing again. Sherrill Tire and Service Centers, your locally owned farm tire dealer.
We're at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley. Rapids had only 15 points at halftime. The points have been coming a little bit easier since then in the second half. Everest has the ball out of the timeout after a Sean Rainey is hit from behind the arc. Rapids wants full court defensive pressure out of the timeout. Preby inbounds to Casey Studeman. Studeman's got 9 since halftime. Picks up his dribble to Truax. Truax a little shy to go to the rack there. Truax is only a freshman. He'll learn more about using his size advantage there. Ball's loose on the floor. Ebersold saves it. Here's Xavier Edwards. Truax, foul line extended. Wow, had Studeman as a cutter, didn't find him. Truax tries to spin through the double team. He traveled. Well, Rapids can make it a one-possession game again if they can come down with points this time down the floor. Rainius has it, and Ebersold's on him. Gives over to Boren. And now to Gilbertson, who's played an extended period with 3 fouls, and that fourth has just not come. Rainius, 3-ball again, off the front of the rim. He'd been hot, don't blame him for taking it. Studeman gets the rebound for the Evergreens. Studeman being ridden into the front court and turns it over. They say he carried that ball. Maybe a little more ball handling for Casey Studeman than the Evergreens would like. So once again, Rapids gets the ball back with the Red Raiders kind of hanging around. Points on this trip could make it a one-possession game. A 3-ball makes it a 1-point game. Driving in, spinning towards Lennon, just flinging it up is Trayton Clary, and Clary's going to get free throws for that. That's a shot that had no chance whatsoever of going in. Casey Studeman commits only his second foul, team's third. Nope, correction, it's the team's fourth. Cade Felch will come back in on the next stoppage. First free throw for Clary is good. Truax comes out, Felch comes in. One for two. Felch off the bench gets the rebound in what is a 3-point game. Boy, Felch could kind of break Rapids' heart if he hits a 3 off the bench here. See if they try and set up something for Cade Felch. Here's Xavier Edwards, extra pass to Studeman, lost the handle in traffic. Studeman gathers it in and scores. Almost a turnover, and it turns out to be a basket. Everest by 5. Clear out here. Preby cuts off Rainius, who has to go to the baseline. Splitting defenders, got a foul on the Evergreens, non-shooting. Colin Ebersold has picked up his first. Rapids will inbound underneath their own basket. Keaton Boren had it. Rainius again, who's had the hot hand for the second half. He's been Rapids' leading scorer since halftime. Along the baseline, kicks back out. Rainius, 3-ball, open, good. That's a 4-3 for Sean. 2-point game now. No panic in these Evergreens, just want to be careful. Make sure you run your offense, get a good look at the rim. Cutting to Preby, who got a step that's blocked. Clean block all the way. Studeman gets it back. Studeman up and in. No answer for Casey Studeman, who's eaten him up inside. 4-point lead for Everest. A bump, a hang, and too strong for Seligowski. Seligowski had that nice block down at the other end, but misses over here. Here's Xavier Edwards. Studeman again to the rim, rolls off the front. Studeman fights for his own rebound. It's out of bounds. No, it's in. Preby was on the end line, I think. Well, let's wait for the call here. Yeah, they're going to say that when Colin Ebersol gathered that in, that he was out of bounds. Six minutes to go in this one. Straight on to make it a one-point game. Yes, sir. Brody Gilbertson, his fourth three of the night. 40-39. Here's Xavier Edwards to the front court for the Evergreens. Rapids down by 11 has not gone away. That was knocked out of bounds by Clary. It'll stay with the Evergreens. Rapids wants a timeout. Everest will have the ball, leading by 1 when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now through the end of the month, 2.9% for 72 months on all Silverado half-ton, both 23 and 24 model. 2.9 for 72 months, you heard it. Stop on in and talk to a sales consultant today.
Let's quickly give you our game reset as we come down the stretch in this one. Should the ball be tied up, the arrow points towards Wisconsin Rapids. The next Rapids foul sends Everest to the foul line for a 1-and-1. The Evergreens still have 2 fouls to give before Rapids reaches the bonus. I'm Chris Conley. Rotographics is your local Wausau graphic printing expert. Your business can always depend on the finest customer service, ensuring your project is done right, setting you apart from the competition. Sales literature, retail product design, brand building. For your next graphics printing need, look to Rotographics Printing, 80th Street in Wausau. Evergreens, wow. Studeman had to go down to his knees to save the possession. Never want a turnover out of a timeout. Drives coaches crazy. Studeman to Ebersol down low, and the defense quickly collapsed on him. Back out to Studeman. Felch drives in to the rim. Cade Felch scores. It's a big basket. Still a one-possession game. Everest bumps the lead back up to 3. Ronius has Preby on him. Goes cross-court, a little bit high, so it didn't set up a 3 for Gilbertson. Gilbertson with his dribble. A 3 would tie it. Wow, and thinking about that 3 was Borton, who's hit 3 so far in the second half. And that's a turnover at a bad time for it. Rapids' 4th turnover of the second half and their 11th of the game. To the baseline, Felch, it's down at his feet, and the teams trade turnovers. Culligan Water says get Culligan Water for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water online at CulliganH2O.com. Faking the 3 and driving in for a 2 is Brody Gilbertson. Gilbertson's now got 16 to lead Rapids. 1-point game. And the Evergreens turn that ball over. Rapids for the lead. Too strong. Xavier Edwards tracks down the Gilbertson miss in the corner. Everest lead still good. Studeman, foul line, picks up his dribble. To Felch, low blocks. Back out to Studeman. Studeman drives in, he's double teamed, he spins and scores. Rapids has had no answer for Studeman. 44-41, and the Evergreens will take a timeout. Did you hear the news? The owner of Elegant Occasions is retiring, so now's the best time to make your appointment at Elegant Occasions for high school formal gowns. Prom and homecoming dresses are 30% off. Sizes 00 to 26 are in stock. Winter formal and prom tuxedos will be delivered directly to you when you order through Elegant Occasions. Make an appointment online at elegantoccasions.net. elegantoccasions.net. Wiggly Field and Dome says for great food, cold drinks for any occasion, visit Wausau's favorite post-game stop, lunch, dinner, or just to get away with friends. Always a great atmosphere at Wiggly Field. That's Wiggly Field and Dome on Schofield Avenue. I'm Chris Conley. Rapids has got their offense back on track here in the second half. Trailed by 11. Right now they trail by only 3. And Rapids will have the ball out of this timeout. Rapids has only 2 timeouts left down the stretch of this game. Trayton Cleary for Rapids plays with 4 fouls. Brody Gilbertson has 3. Gilbertson, for a sophomore, has been really disciplined. He had 3 fouls at halftime and hasn't picked up any more since. Ronius, 12 points all in the second half. No look down low. Basket is good for Gilbertson. 1-point game again. This is the 3rd time that Rapids has gotten this down to a 1-point game, but Rapids has not led in the second half. Studeman down low, fights through. Studeman scores again. Casey Studeman's got 25. 3 minutes to go. From the baseline, that's a fling, no good. And fouled from behind is Cade Felch. We're going to walk down to the other end. Felch going to shoot a 1-and-1. I can't remember the last time Felch has been at the free throw line. I mean, he's such an outside-oriented shooter. Foul is on Jordan Zeligowski, his second. 1-and-1, and boy, down the stretch of this game, the free throws are going to be magnified. Jarrett Zeligowski comes in for his older brother Jordan. It's live on a miss, and it's a make. That's a big point number 11 for Cade Felch. And he earns the bonus. Everest by 5. Off a screen along the baseline. Have to go back out. Zeligowski's got it. Picked up his dribble. It's over to Broden. And now back out to Ranius. It's going to get late early tonight. Down to 2.5 minutes left in this one. Rapids not quite able to get over the hump. Down low, there's going to be a jump ball. Arrow points to Rapids. But now the Evergreens will have the next tie-up, should there be one, down the stretch of this game. Rapids will inbound underneath. 48-43. Ranius had Felch come out to guard him. Driving in, tough shot, too strong. Big rebound for Zachary Jones on the Gilbertson miss. And the Evergreens, Casey Studeman went down hard and wants a moment. Studeman's looking at his wrist, shaking it off. Studeman has 25 of the Evergreens' 48 points. And the Evergreens again have Xavier Edwards, who looked like he suffered an ankle injury earlier. Xavier's out of the game right now and is again trying to walk, trying to find that feeling behind the Everest bench. They're letting Studeman stay in. Studeman's in the backcourt. He's double-teamed. Breaks the timeline to Preby. Here's Zachary Jones. Felch 3 ball. This will be a big one, round and out. Offensive rebound. Preby scores and he's fouled. That's a huge 3 as the Evergreens are trying to build back their lead. Preby gets 2 and he'll get 1 more at the foul line. Back up to 7, exactly where we were at halftime. Jordan Zeligowski commits his 3rd personal foul. Preby with a miss. Preby is only 1 of 4 at the foul line. That's unusual for him. Baseline 3, Rapids needs it, and it's a miss from Zeligowski. Rebound to Felch in the corner. Evergreens need a good look at the basket, and instead they turn it over. Rapids with numbers the other way, flung towards the basket. Renius with a miss. Preby gets the rebound and he's fouled. A 1-and-1 coming up down at the other end. J&D Tube Benders in the Weston Industrial Park is a certified custom manufacturer and distributor of tubes, tubing, and tube assemblies. It's a family-owned business that could be the perfect place for the next step in your career. Looking for a change? Consider applying at J&D Tube Benders. Online they are jdtube.com. Jarrett Zeligowski called for the foul. 1-and-1. Good for Preby. Preby only has 6 points tonight, but the free throws are big. Rapids 3 times got within 1 point in the second half, but now they trail by 9. Do the Evergreens have what they need to get this game into the win column? Long 3, no good. Renius miss. Rebound for Studeman. Evergreens are all alone in the other end, and a dunk, just barely, for Colin Ebersol, the senior, who may get to talk about his last home court basket. 3 ball there, round and out. Ball's tied up. Now got to reach in on the Evergreens, I think. It'll be non-shooting. Colin Ebersold, he of the big vertical, commits his 2nd foul, team 6th. Three ball from the corner, no good for Renius. Follows his own miss, but turns it over. Studeman, 25 to lead the Evergreens tonight. Rapids has to foul. They'd prefer not to put Preby on the line. Evergreens playing catch away. And yeah, that's who you don't want to foul. Preby, double bonus now. Jordan Zeligowski has just committed his 3rd. Camping World of Rothschild, just off I-39, has a huge inventory of new and used RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, and campers. Treat yourself to memories that'll last a lifetime. Camping World of Rothschild. Fleet Farm brings you tonight's game. Pick up all your pets' favorites at Fleet Farm. Everything from food to treats, toy, and health products under one roof, and the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. Preby has made his last 4 from the foul line. Sounds like a moment of victory tonight, but Rapids will get to the foul line with the clock stopped. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at merrillsteel.com. Sakari Jones has been called for his 3rd foul. It is academic now. We're just waiting to determine the final score. Free throw for Gilbertson is good. Gilbertson will finish his night with 19 points. Cade Felch gets the rebound. Express Employment says get your next career going at Express Employment. Professionals have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Jarrett Zeligowski has committed his 3rd foul. Auto Select of Weston on Schofield Avenue has been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston. Casey Studeman comes out of the game with 25 points. Big night for Casey. Evergreens will go into the playoffs, ending their regular season on a 5-game winning streak. Rapids will have dropped 3 of their last 5. That 3 is blocked into the hands of Zachary Jones. The Evergreens do not have to shoot. They lead by 13, and the Evergreens will improve to 11-3 on the season, 5-7 in conference play, 5th place this year for a young Everest team that has only 2 seniors. A lot of people coming back. Everest off until a week from tomorrow when they'll play Hudson in the state playoffs. Wisconsin Rapids has a Tuesday play-in game against Chippewa Falls. Good luck to all. As the horn sounds, our final score, DC Everest 57, Wisconsin Rapids 44. These teams split their 2 meetings this season. Up next, our post-game coverage brought to you by Merrill Steel. The Merrill Steel post-game show says consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Casey Studeman leads the Evergreens with 25. Brody Gilbertson has 20 for Wisconsin Rapids. Repeating our final score, it's DC Everest 57, Wisconsin Rapids 44. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Post-game coverage now from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. The regular boys basketball season ends, and the Evergreens have earned a split with Wisconsin Rapids. They're 57-44 winners tonight. Coached by my count, 3 times that was a 1-point game in the second half, and 5 times it was a 1-possession game. Your team had answers each time down the floor in those spots.
Yeah, that was a good sign. You know, we certainly didn't want it to get cut back down to 1, but I thought our responses were really good. So, and then, you know, this time of year, winning's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be the way that you draw it up, but the most important thing is finding a way to get it done. You guys did that tonight.
To get points the next time down shows me that it's a team that's playing with confidence.
Absolutely, and the guy next to you, you know, he really had it going tonight, and he's a difference maker for us, and our guys know that, and we were getting him the ball in his spots, and he really, I felt like Casey, when the game was in that in-between ground, Casey just said, not tonight, and that's what good players do.
Coach, the way the schedule's worked out, you've been playing 1 game a week for the last 3 weeks, so more time in the gym than actually in live action. How's that been working for your team? Because you're going to get another 8 days off before you play again.
Yeah, not only time in the gym, but most importantly, this time of year, time to rest. So we gave them 3 days off last week. We'll give them Friday, Saturday, Sunday off this week. So I think, you know, just from not just a physical standpoint, but a mental standpoint, we had the flu and everything else running through our program for the last 2 weeks. So it'll be really good for our guys to get another 3-day long weekend. This time of year is not about time in the gym. It's more about keeping yourself fresh physically and mentally and being ready to play your best basketball when it matters most.
All right, it's Everest and Hudson in the postseason a week from tomorrow. That game will be at Hudson. That's a winnable game for Everest. Hudson was a really good team a year ago. They've graduated some of their key personnel from that team to now. Casey Studeman, 25 tonight. I think every one of them came from in the paint. I think he had to work for every bucket tonight.
Oh yeah, you know, like he said, I just get to my spots, and around the hoops my spots. So, you know, they had Cohen like face guarded, so, you know, he's one of our big scorers, so I just had to, you know, take over a little bit in his absence, kind of.
We've seen that a couple of times down the stretch. One kid will have a big game, but the next game they're quiet and someone else goes off, and tonight it was you.
Yeah, you know, I feel like that's like one of our like strong spots. Like any of us can go off any night, and, you know, I feel like that definitely helps us win the games we win.
Tell me about the team's confidence. It's nice to close out the season with 5 straight.
Oh yeah, we're really confident going into the playoffs. You know, this is our first like more than 2 game win streak, so 5 going into the playoffs is definitely very nice, and, you know, it definitely gives us confidence for Hudson.
Down the stretch, you came down hard on that wrist. How's that feel?
Oh, it's good. I just landed on my thumb a little bit, but, you know, you just gotta fight through that stuff, and it's a game of basketball.
Evergreens were a little bit of a mash unit in the second half. Xavier Edwards looked like he twisted his ankle. He was limited in the second half. Casey Studeman stayed in the game despite the ankle or thumb late down the stretch. Studeman's got 25 and a 57-44 win tonight as the Evergreens wrap up the regular season on a 5-game winning streak. Hudson next Friday in postseason play. It's going to wrap up our DC Everest boys basketball coverage and our regular season for this year. I'm Chris Conley. Good night, everybody.
I'm Casey Studeman, and I'm in the house.